Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. I am also a sucker for beautiful eyeshadows. I got a request to mix both of the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palettes that I have. This is the one from last year. This is the latest release. I do have videos of both. I have shorts up. I have very in-depth videos and tutorials with both palettes, but I got a request to showcase both of these together to create a look. So that's what I'm going to do today. If you are new here, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it so much. And you can also hype the video. Thank you so much for joining. So this is last year's palette. And it was an all shimmer color story. It is one of my all-time favorite palettes. So when the new one dropped, my son was gracious enough to go ahead and get this for me. And this is actually my Christmas present from my son. So this is this year's color story. And you can see this year we have the addition of some mattes. I do want to hold these up together though, because I love that these pair beautifully together, that the little kind of color stories within the little pans they do also correspond to one another. We have like more neutrally kind of greeny, we have, you know, two blue and then like two more pinky purpley. So I love that you can kind of interchange and mix and match. And I think that's why I had the request to try to mix and match these and create a look. I feel like I've already done something with the more neutral leaning side. If you guys want me to come back and do both of these together, I will. So I think for today, I think I'm going to go in with the black. This is one of the best black shadows I've ever used. And I'm going to start very, very small after I prime my eyes. And I always prime because I do have drier lids and I have a lot of texture. I'm going in with my Alter Ego eyeshadow base. And I always use this. I did purchase this myself, but I do get PR from them just from time to time. And I have an affiliated code with Alter Ego. It's RIRI10 to save you 10%. I like to prime. It does give me just a more clean, even canvas, and I do feel like I get better wear time, and my shadows do get a little bit more impactful if I am using a primer. And I know not a lot of people do use primers or they don't think that they work. I actually disagree. And I have actually done a few videos where I have tested eyeshadows on one side versus the other, primed and not primed, and the primed side always stands more superior in my opinion. So I'm going to go in with the black first. I'm going into a very small detail type brush, and I want to tuck that literally just on the actual lash line, and I think I'm going to pull it out just a tick, like right there. This is quite intense and very, very opaque, very, very black. But you can probably already see that even when I just started like barely blending it, you can see that it's already started to kind of like fluff itself out. And I love that. To me, that's a testament of a really, really good black shadow, or a very good dark shadow, if you will, is if I can go ahead and get full opacity from it, but then it also, like, I can see the like softness and see that it's already starting to kind of blend out, and that is what I like. I do not want a black or any, you know, darker pigment that is so black and so pigmented that it just kind of sticks in place. So you can see in real time that it's quite intense and quite black, but I am able to feather it out just a little bit, and I am able to get like a softer blend and a softer gradient. That is what I like to see in a black. Of course, we all have different preferences and stuff like that. You may be, you know, seeing these palettes and you have zero interest in them, and that's 100% fine. You may not have the same love for these as I do. I knew automatically based on my love for last year's palette that I wanted this year's palette. So as soon as I saw it leaked, I did let my son know, because we had already been talking about Christmas gifts and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I already know what I want. And without question, he sent it straight over to my Cash App and was like, Merry Christmas, I love you. So yeah, I'm super grateful for that. I normally would not have my base already done, so I'm gonna be slightly more careful than I usually am, but I did just film my members only video. So yeah, I generally would recommend, and I would normally also do my eyes first but we can go in and clean up like with concealer if we need to. We can go in with powder and stuff. I just want to kind of have this be very low to the lash line and then just very slightly, not necessarily winged, but just kind of kicked out a little bit. And I'm actually just going to take this little brush and just kind of clean that up ever so softly. So I like where I'm at here. I think I am actually going to go in with a very small, firm brush, just because I really want to kiss the lash line here and treat it more like liner in this case. Oh yeah. And I felt that, you know, I've done quite a few looks now, and I've done a few looks now. I feel like these wear well. I will say, as I said in my other video, that if you are somebody like me that you do have more like hooded lids, I find, and it's not with just, you know, her formula, it's literally every eyeshadow on the planet, certain formulations that are maybe too soft, that are like more mushy, putty-like, things like that, they will sometimes crease on me. And in that case, y'all, I literally just take my finger and kind of press over them and they smooth right out. So for me, it's not a deal breaker, because if it was, then I wouldn't use any eyeshadows on the market at all, because they all do that on me, unfortunately. And that's another reason I'm trying to keep this black very low. And you guys can see I'm able to build it up to full opacity. Like, it is intense. But then, like I said, I can easily feather the edges, and that is perfect for me. That's what I'm looking for. All right, from here, I'm going to stay in this brush. I did tap it off, and I do always keep a towel down here. I'm now going to go into the gray. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of this because I don't want it to be like super duper opaque. And I'm only going to use this to kind of further aid in that little tiny wing that I'm doing. And then it's just going to blend my edges for me. And if I did want to go in, I could go in probably with this shade here. I could go in with this shade here with like more of a fluffy brush and make them not quite so opaque. And I could do the same thing. And I love the concept of these. I mean, y'all, I love these. I absolutely love these palettes. I have raved about the one from last year. It made it into like my top products of the entire year last year. I'm having a good time with these, and I'm so happy that she re-released or released a second version. My hope from here is that she just does, you know, if you are somebody that you're loving this concept, then we probably already have these. So I don't feel like I need more palettes, if that makes any sense. I would like to see just the addition of some more of the 6 pan palettes, maybe some that are, you know, all shimmer, some that are all matte, so on and so forth, different colorways. Hopefully that's kind of the direction that they're going in. I would love to see that. And I'd love to know, like, is this a concept that you really like? Is this something that you're considering? Or is it a pass for you? And what are your kind of shadow preferences? I'd love to know. Okay, so from here, man, there's so many. I feel like I want to use that teal from this palette. Maybe this in the inner corner. And then maybe pop some of this also on the lid, just because it's so incredibly beautiful. I am going to go in with my Gourmande Girls Glitter Glue, as I always do every single time. Again, I did purchase this myself, but I have an affiliated code with her. It's Riri10. And I'll have these linked down below. I'll have this link down below, and I also always have all of my discount codes and stuff like that linked down below. So just, you know, noting that if you guys ever do shop through my links, the ones with asterisks are commission links, and I do earn a small commission. And I also just want to say, like, thank you if you do choose to shop, you know, anything that I link down below, or you ever use my discount codes. It really does mean a lot to me. So I'm going to put that on. I'm going in just with my finger into this shade first. And if you are not new here, you know these are my favorite types of shades. These beautiful kind of iridescent shades that in the pan, they basically look like nothingness. They just look kind of white. But you can pop them on the inner corner. You can pop them on the bare lid. You can pop them on top of another shade, and they just come to life. I love these as topper shades. I love these for the inner corner. I love these for like my brow bone. I use them as highlighter. So I am a fan of these types of shades. Like I love these types of shades. I'm going to use a smaller detail brush to kind of get fully into my inner corner. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. And I do just use my fingers. If you wanted to use, you know, brushes, by all means, use whatever feels right to you. I just stuck my nail in there. No. Now I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is very similar, but this one has a little bit of a flaky texture to it. And it is insanely beautiful and high shine. And I think like all the time on camera, yeah, you guys I think generally see like just kind of a tealy blue from it, but there's a beautiful kind of vibrant violet in here as well. Absolutely stunning. And what I could also do, you guys, and I do this a lot, it's kind of like my signature thing going back from way back in the day when I worked retail. I like to literally just take 3 different shimmers. Like if I omitted the black completely from this, I would do this exact same look. Put that in the inner corner, put this shade here, and then do another shade on the outer corner, and that is literally like my go-to look. So incredibly easy. I am going to take a small pencil brush. It's kind of a little bit more toothy, if you will. It's got like a little bit of texture to it, and just so I have a nice even blend between these two, I'm just going to fluff that. This has no product on it at all. Oh, that's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. And the purpose in me kind of doing the black down here is, and I'll get close of course, is these are going to look a little bit more sheer and just kind of sparkle and like kind of sparkling in the light and stuff like that. But then on the darker base, they're really going to pack a punch, and that's kind of what I wanted to showcase for you guys. And then I'm going to go into this shade here, which is a green. I call it more like an aquamarine shade. It's like green and then kind of flips to an aquamarine. It's absolutely stunning. Now I don't want to take away like fully where I have that like little, you know, wing at, if you will. So I'm going to kind of come out here. Again, I would have normally done this without my base on. So I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious and careful than I generally would be. And I'm just going to kind of meet that shade again. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh yeah, I love this. And then again, I'm going to go in with this little brush. And kind of softly feather between. And then I'm going to bring all the shades. Again, there's no product on this. I'm just going in small circular motions and just bringing up that sparkle just a little bit. Oh, that's so beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to go back into this teeny tiny little detail brush, and these are like a Jessup set that I got from Amazon for very, very cheap. And I'm now going to do the exact same thing I did earlier. I'm going to treat it more like liner. Perfect. I'm going to go back into this brush. I'm going to go into that inner corner shade. And I really want that to pop, and oh my goodness, is that beautiful. I'm going to kind of flick that up some as well, as I generally do. And then I'm going to put this on the inner portion at the brow. And then taking the other shade, and I just want to kind of fluff back over again. And put that on the outer portion of the brow. Oh yeah, that's doing everything I wanted it to do, you guys. Going back in with the very small detail brush. I'm going to go back into the black and the gray, and I'm just going to smoke this out. I'm going to keep the black very, very close to my lower lash line, treating it like a liner. And then I'm going to go in with this little fluffy brush and do the gray. And when I get up close, you're going to notice, because I had some sparkle left on this from the shimmer shades, it kind of blends with, and I do this all the time and I love that technique, but it has that little bit of sparkle, so it makes for a more even blend and an easier blend for the lower lash line. But not only did I place the gray down there, but now I have a little beautiful sparkle kind of like mixed in with that. Let me finish this eye. I'm going to throw on some mascara and I'll come back and show you guys the look up close. And that is my completed look using both of the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palettes that I have, volume 6 and the newest release, volume 7. I'd like to know if you guys have these yourselves. What did you think of them? Are they something that's on your wish list? And what do you think of today's look? You guys would have already seen the up close shots. I do very up close, and then I also do up close with the flash on as well. I think it is so incredibly beautiful, you guys. Yeah, I love this. I love both palettes equally. I feel like maybe the one with the mattes has a tiny bit of an edge. I still think they're both incredibly beautiful. And I only say that because I like the mattes. I like the addition of the mattes. Like I said, I hope that they come out with a lot more of this little 6-pan palettes that we can kind of interchange in and out. I'd also really like to see the addition of some singles, because I have quite a few of my shades that I love, love, love that already have quite a bit of divots and stuff in them. So maybe that would also be something really cool that we can kind of go in here and change those out. I'm thrilled. Like I said, I'm happy to have these. I know they are a splurge, but like I've said in the past, this is what I choose to spend my money on. I do my own hair, my nails, all the things. I've never even had a facial or a freaking pedicure, you guys. Makeup makes me happy. Makeup is my joy. This is my space. This is my safe space. You guys are my safe space. So thank you guys so much for wanting to see a look with both of the palettes combined together. If you want to see another one, I will try my best to get that up for you guys. But yeah, I love the look. I love the palettes. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I do have a 7,000 subscriber giveaway coming up very, very soon. So if you do see this and you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up. You can also hype the video. You can also turn on the bell notifications so you never miss any of my uploads. There's also a join button down below that you can click to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties!